A good start to Wednesday, middle of the week. So we almost downhill. I was like, let me go live now, y'all. When I get the live feeling, I gotta go live then because if I don't, it won't happen. But yes, if you're new here, y'all, my name is Lane and I am a business coach and also a person who started this journey as a digital marketer, selling digital products, transitioned to coaching, and now help people scale their businesses and basically make more money and build a stronger personal brand. So, like I said, if you're new here, my name is Lane. I try to go live. Well, I used to go live multiple times a week, but now I try to go live at least twice a week, y'all, and come on here and give y'all some type of tips, tricks, education, something that's going to help you grow no matter what you are selling, y'all. It does not matter. The thing about it is, all of the things I talk about, even though I'm into digital marketing, business coaching, it works for anything. It doesn't matter if you sell a physical product or a digital product, y'all. Same thing. You have to have the same skills regardless. So today's live is pretty much going to be about positioning and what that is, how it looks, and how you build clarity, trust, consistency, authority, all the things that you need in order to make consistent income. And people get it wrong, y'all. I even got it wrong at one point because you may make income, but the thing is, if you want to make consistent income long term, these are things that you have to know. So yeah, but anyway, when y'all come in, let me know where y'all watching from. I'm in Texas if anybody is new. And if you know, you know, Texas has the most bipolar weather ever. It's been raining. Yesterday, I think it started raining. It looks like it's about to rain today. It's like half the sky is blue, half the sky is gray. You don't know whether to put on shorts, a jacket, or what. So yeah. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna just get into it. If anybody does come across this live later, make sure you put replay in the comments. Let me know you caught the replay. But like I said, I'm talking about positioning, y'all, and it doesn't matter if you're selling a digital product, if you're selling an ebook, a course, a guide, an audio file. It does not matter, y'all. You still need these skills regardless. If you want to be successful in the online space, especially social media marketing. And if you're not marketing your business on social media, what are you doing, y'all? What are you doing? That's like the number one way to make the most income online because you can reach so many different people, right? So many different people. Thank you for the like, whoever did like the video. Like I said, if you are here for the first time, let me know where you're watching from, what state or country, because some of y'all be from other countries or country. I think I talked to a girl this morning from Lagos. I don't even know how to say it, y'all. Yeah. So don't talk about me because I don't know how to say it. I think it's Lagos this morning. But yeah, positioning, y'all. So positioning is not something you start after you start after you start trying to sell a product or sell an offer. It's something you have to have the whole time. It's in your content. It's before people even reach you and find out who you are, you should already be practicing positioning. People should know exactly what you do, who you help, all of that through your content, right? Through your content. So most people think it's something that you do when you're ready to sell, but it's actually not. It's something you do every single time you post, every single time you go live, every single time you put any piece of content out. It needs to have a point. It needs to have a reason. Otherwise, you're just posting for like saves engagement, right? Just to be entertainment. And I don't know about y'all, I ain't trying to be just entertainment. Like I'm on here, I mean, mind you, I do vlog, that's different, but I'm on here running a business. So I'm not posting just to be posting. Why do I have an alarm? There's a reason I have that, but I can't remember. I set alarms for a reason, and then when the alarms go off, I have no idea what the alarm was for. Crazy, right? It'll come to me in a minute though. So yeah, if your content is all over the place, your positioning all over the place, people can't figure out what you do and who you help, and it's just gonna keep them scrolling, right? They're just gonna pass you up. Nobody's gonna take you serious, right? If they don't know exactly what your page is about. That's why I always say if you have like, especially if you starting out and you brand new, if you have like personal stuff you do for fun and stuff like that, please don't try to incorporate it on like a business page that you're trying to grow or sell like your digital product or your offer, because it's going to confuse people. Like after you get established, that's okay to like bring stuff in, but like starting out, nothing but confusion. So you need to separate the two, especially if you already have like a personal page. For example, I had to do it with Facebook, y'all, and it's crazy. Speaking of Facebook, I've never tried to market on Facebook. It just wasn't my thing. And I'm not saying Facebook don't work, because Facebook is one of the best ways too that you can sell digital products, digital offers, right? And I heard they pay good. But I've just never I've always viewed Facebook like as just back home people who in your business and worry about what you do. But that's the personal side of things, right? So I do have a business Facebook that's connected directly to IG. And I just have it to where when I post to IG, my reels, they automatically go on to Facebook. But I hardly ever check it. Like I check it every now and then. Y'all, why I've been getting tons of views on Facebook recently. And I'm like, wait now. I literally on that business page, I think I had 100 followers, like right at 100. And the reason why I know I had right at 100 because I'm able to go live. I was able to go live there one time, and you have to have 100 followers. So when I went back to it recently, y'all, I've been getting thousands of views. I'm at like 600 and something followers, which is crazy because I'm like, where did these followers come from? And then when I look at the analytics, I literally gained all those followers within 3 days, these past 3 days. So don't, count it out. And like, if you do want to be on Facebook, just make sure you separate personal from business, especially on Facebook. Especially on Facebook. So, yeah. So, the second thing I want to talk about is you have to be the answer to somebody's solution, right? So, basically, if somebody feel like they know you before your offer ever comes up, it's going to make it easier for you to get sales and get that person to want to work with you, right? Because they feel like they already know you. Trust is huge, y'all. People don't just buy from random people. They buy because they feel like they trust you, they know you, they like you, something they relate to. It's something. They don't just randomly buy. So think about when you buy from people online. 9 times out of 10, you've been watching their content, or you feel like you know them in some way. You feel like you trust them. They're giving you some type of value. You're not just randomly scrolling and be like, oh, let me buy from her, right? Same thing when it comes to trying to present your offer, your digital product, whatever it is you promote. So you have to build that up. So yeah. So people basically got to feel connected to you. I'm looking at my notes, y'all. If y'all see me looking to the side. So yeah, people got to feel connected to you, because if they don't, it's going to be harder for you to convert those people. And that's a big thing that people skip. That's also your middle of funnel content where you build in trust, and people skip it. A lot of people have no clue what the difference is. I've talked to so many people these past few weeks, and I asked them about top, middle, and bottom of funnel content. They don't even know what that is. I mean, and nothing wrong with that if you admit it and then somebody educates you, right? But if you don't know what that is, that's your number one problem, right? Because you may be posting too much of one type of content. Why does that freaking frog keep coming? I hear a frog, y'all, and I can't stand frogs. If you know me, I can't stand them. So yeah, you need to know what type of content you should be posting, how much of it, depending on your goal at the time, is going to determine what type of content you're posting more of. But there still needs to be some kind of balance, right? Basically, your content should do the selling. So your content is like a 24/7 sales system, and it is, because when you sleeping, those reels, those posts, those videos, those lives should be working in your favor. Could you imagine if you just posting random funny content, entertaining content, or content that has nothing to do with what you're trying to get to? All that content you putting out there is for nothing, because people just gonna look at it, laugh, may like, and scroll right past it. So think about your content, be intentional with your content, and it needs to, that way it acts like a 24/7 sales machine, because it absolutely will. It may, even in the moment, y'all, it may not hey Felicia from Georgia. So you already know, y'all weather a little bit similar to Texas. So yeah, but if you know, you know. So make sure you putting good content out there, because it's gonna work for you. And what I was about to say, even if it's not working for you like instantly, y'all will be surprised how many videos I have that don't do shit when I post them, and then I go back like a month later and I got thousands of views, right? So don't count them out. Just make sure you post intentionally. Definitely crazy, right? It was raining here in Texas yesterday. Now half the sky is literally blue, the other half gray. I don't know whether to walk outside with a rain jacket, shorts, a jacket. It looked crazy out there. Bipolar, exactly. Well, thank you, Robert, for that compliment. So, yep, y'all. So, your content should act as a 24/7 sales machine. So, be intentional when you post. Don't just be posting random shit unless you got an entertainment page, right? I'm just saying, you need to really think about, is this post going to connect with somebody? Is it going to make them like, save, share, follow? If not, don't post the shit, especially not in business, because in business, we not posting just the post, right? That's even something I've always known, but I've gotten more serious about it. More serious about it. Another thing, y'all, personality. So when you posting, make sure some of your posts show personality, show who you are. Make sure you are not just providing value, educating, but showing like that you stand for something. You know what I mean? Don't just be going along with everything that go along, right? I know my values, I know my morals. I'm not afraid to say them in some of my content. So make sure you're doing that in some of your content. Hi, Carl. How are you? So yes, y'all, that is just some of the things. I got a few more to talk about. So yeah, I just said that. Ask yourself, did this content make somebody want to work with you? If it didn't, why are you doing it? It's pointless, right? It's pointless. Another big thing, one of the main things that I want to talk about that even took me a while to grasp. Not really grasp, but like I would look back at some of my content. I'm like, what? Why would you stop leading with your offer or your product? Lead with the transformation, y'all. I even still do this. Like every now and then I get caught up, and when I go back and look at my videos, I'm like, damn, huh? Because it's really something you have to build a habit to do. Hi, Battle Zone. How are you? How's everybody doing? Where y'all watching from? What state? What country? So, yeah, lead with the transformation. If you don't hear nothing else I'm telling y'all on this live, do not lead with the offer. For example, when you see people and they always talking about how many modules they got, you get weekly calls, you get this, you get that, you got this many videos. Don't nobody give a shit. You know what I mean? Eventually they will, but nobody cares. Like people, when you say that and they don't know you and they trying to get to know you and get to know your content, and you always talking about how many modules your course has, or your coaching business, or your digital product, how many videos you get. Oh, you get weekly calls. We got community support. Nobody cares. Lead with the transformation. All those things you talking about, what is it going to get the person? Lead with that. You know what I mean? Because that's what people want to know. How is this going to make my life different? What my life going to look like by watching your 12 videos or your 13 videos or your 50 videos? How many videos y'all be right? What is my life gonna look like? And examples of that, y'all wrote down examples of that. Because people honestly don't care. And when I think back to me, it's the same thing with me. I don't care. It don't be resonating with me till they start telling me, okay, my life gonna be easier in this way. You know what I mean? That's leading with the transformation, not the modules, not the features. Hey Gemini, how are you? Long time no see. So yeah, lead with that. So for example, I'm gonna give y'all some examples of what not to say. My coaching program includes weekly calls and a content strategy, right? Nobody cares. You can say after working with you, you're gonna wake up knowing exactly what to say, who to say it to. You'll have clients reaching out to you, not the other way around. You see the difference? If you say that, people gonna be like, okay, that's what I want. I don't want to be having to chase people. I need people reaching out to me. I need leads. You see, same thing, but one is leading with the transformation. Hopefully, this is making sense. Another example of what not to say: I teach you how to build a personal brand and create content. Okay, what the hell that mean? Some people know, some people don't. Instead, you can say, I help you become so clear on who you are and what you offer that the right person finds you and already feels like you're the one before they even DM you. You see the difference? Because it's more of leading with the transformation. I'm telling y'all, if y'all do this, it's going to help tremendously. Thank you. Accepting accountability, dude, 892. Now I just read that whole name. You see the difference? And then I got one more. UBC is a branding and marketing course with video trainings. Instead, you can say UBC is what teaches you how to show up in a way that actually makes people stop, pay attention, and want to buy from you, even if you're starting from zero. People gonna resonate with that more. So start leading with the transformation. I can't afford your lifestyle. Probably not. No, I'm just joking. Y'all say anything on here. If y'all not on here trying to learn how to make money and grow online and be free and get away from these 9 to 5s, y'all in the wrong live. Y'all on here talking about how pretty I am, this, that. Okay, thank you. But that, I'm telling y'all be so distracted on everything else instead of learning what y'all should be learning. And then authority, y'all. Authority. Authority. It is not about having the most followers or the fanciest website. It's about how you talk about what you do, confidence in your language, and that you show people that you know what you're doing. If you come online and you're not confident, people gonna sense it. If you come online and every little comment have you like scared and trembling, they gonna sense it, right? One thing about me, I'm the block queen. I will block you. I mean, what? Why am I arguing with people? If you don't like what I do and what I say, you can be blocked. I mean, sometimes I let them stay because that's engagement, right? Keep commenting. You helping me, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be just thrown off because you have control over your own platform. So if you show up and you're not confident and you don't sound like you at least know what you're talking about, people are gonna sense that. If you have to write notes, y'all write them. There's nothing wrong with that. I started doing notes now because I get so sidetracked. Even though I'm still on subject, I will get sidetracked on what I wanted to say on the live if I don't have notes. You know what I mean? Like right now, I got people in my comments saying crazy stuff. You know what's gonna happen? I'm finna just make it to where they can't say nothing. Is that they probably don't even know it hit them. They ain't even gonna know. They might still be typing. It just won't show up, right? It's just that simple. Just like this person. I might let him stay because he ain't saying nothing too crazy. I'm on site. Y'all crazy. I'm good. I can hold my own. Don't let this pretty face fool y'all. I'm just saying. But anyway, so yeah, be an authority, y'all. Be an authority. Don't just show up being unconfident, letting stuff get to you. So how you talk about your journey matters too. Don't downplay your results. Whatever it is, y'all, it doesn't matter. A win is a win. Don't downplay it. At the end of the day, you 10 steps ahead of a lot of people. Even if you're brand new, it does not matter. You 10 steps ahead. Also, share client wins. If you have people who have a story to tell, if they said something about you, share it. Don't be afraid to share it. A lot of y'all be comparing yourself to other people. Y'all comparing y'all chapter 3 to somebody's chapter 20. Believe me, we were all at chapter 1 at one point, even me, y'all. The people who've been here since the beginning, y'all, when I started this journey in April of 2024, I didn't know, baby, I just came. I was shy. I'm still shy, honestly. I'm still shy. I'm just also a person that don't take shit. You know what I mean? You can be shy and still be direct. I'm very direct. And I'm very like, okay, you can kiss my, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm shy. And I remember back in April of 2024, I used to tell y'all, if you would have asked me back then if I would have ever went live, what? Back before then, I had not gone live. I went live for the first time here on YouTube, and I want to say it was in May. But my very first live, y'all said nothing. And when I did finally say something, it was like 20 minutes into the live. But if you don't keep showing up and keep coming back and get used to it, you're going to always be at square one. We all started from zero. The only difference between people at 0 and people at 100, they didn't quit. They ain't run off, right? That's the only difference. So show up with confidence. And like you know what you're talking about. It's that simple. And then y'all, consistency. Consistency. You can't show up one week and disappear for a week, especially if you're just not starting. And I know y'all probably hear consistency, consistent. It pays off at the end of the day. I guarantee if somebody watching you and they watching somebody else and they like both of y'all and they trying to figure out who they want to work with, I guarantee if you the one that's disappearing, it ain't gonna be your ass. I'm just saying it's gonna be the other person that keeps showing their face on a regular basis, y'all. And consistency looks different for everybody. One of the number one questions I get, how often should I post? I mean, it's up to you. It ain't no right or wrong, y'all. Some people post once a day, but they doing it every day. Some people post 3 times a day, but they're doing it every day. Right? So whatever it looks like for you, one is not better than the other. That's what your consistency looks like. I'm talking about where you go MIA for days at a time. That's not good, especially when you're trying to build in the beginning, right? So you want to make sure you're showing up all the time. Hopefully all that's making sense. Let me know if y'all got any questions on anything I've said so far in the comments, because y'all in the comments talking about everything else but everything else but Clarity, y'all. And when you show up, clarity. Make sure people know exactly what it is you do. Pick your lane, stay in it. Don't come on here and one day you talking about digital products and the next day you talking about something totally different. Or one day you talking about your offer and the next day you talking about something totally different. Don't do that. Especially not with the same audience, because people are watching and following you for a reason. Right? So clarity. So people know exactly what you do. And it's repetition, y'all. All it is you find different ways to say the same thing. Honestly. And your content is literally you have one message. You're saying the same thing. You're talking to the same audience, your same ICP over and over and over and over again, but you're just finding different ways to say it. We're not going on there one day and talking to this ICP and then we talking to another ICP the next day. Because guess what? The first ICP don't know what the hell you talking about when you start talking about the other one, right? So you're literally talking to the same ICP every day and you're just finding different ways to say the same message. That's it. Y'all overcomplicate content. Y'all overcomplicate content so bad that it's crazy. Just overcomplicate it. So that's all you have to do, y'all. That's it. That is it. That is it. That is all. Like I said, let me know if y'all got questions. The point of this live, y'all, was about positioning and just learning how to do that and build clarity, build trust, build authority online. If you want to sell anything, if you want to run any kind of business, y'all, any kind of business. Like I always tell y'all, I started my journey in 2024. I started as a beginner. I had no idea about digital products. I didn't really understand what they were. And I started with an affiliate program that I was able to buy, UBC to be exact, y'all, Ultimate Branding course. I still have that course on my store. I started there, and that was also my first digital product. I did not create a digital product from scratch when I started. You know why? Because I wanted a quick start. I wanted to be like, okay, this product already made, it's already selling, it's already working. Nothing wrong with that, y'all. Some people like that. And that same product was also my course that taught me what I needed to know. So all I did was, as I was learning, the stuff that I was learning from the course was the exact stuff that I talked about in my content. I just had to figure out who my target audience was. And once I knew that, I talked to those people. I literally was making money and learning at the same time. That's why it's called Learn and Earn. And you're not building it from scratch. You can literally buy an affiliate program today, have it set up today, figure out your content strategy. I wouldn't recommend you post the same day. Get familiar with the program. Figure out your content strategy, who your ICP gonna be very detailed on that, and you can literally build a page around that, y'all. That's what I help people do. You can build a page around that. You can launch the product. You can promote it. You can make money. If I did it, you can do it, y'all. I made $10,000 my second month after starting. Started in April 2024. May of 2024, I made 10K, which is crazy because no 9 to 5 that I've ever had has ever paid me 10K in a month. Nowhere near, to be exact. I'm behind when I do have the resources. Right, Felicia. So I was talking to you on the DMs, right? So you just got to get to it. And the thing is, some people have the resources, but they still be stuck. And then they come to me. They work for me, work with me, y'all. My coaching program, I just launched it like a month ago, if that. No, it's been about a month. And I've already helped several people who just were stuck when it came to making sales and knowing what to say and basically how to position themselves, y'all. That's literally what I do. But like I said, I was gonna take UBC off my store and just only offer coaching because that's my main goal, y'all. My coaching business. But I still get a lot of people who want to start and they want to start, with a program. So UBC, y'all. UBC, if that's you. And then the thing about it is, you can get UBC. That's your first product. You don't have to create from scratch. You can start making money. And then once you get comfortable, you start learning, you can always create your own offer. That's literally what I did. I just took 2 years to do it, y'all, because I was lazy. I was fine making the money selling somebody else's program until the shit slowed down, right? Because eventually you're going to hit a wall and you're going to want to create your own stuff. But it definitely worked for me for 2 years. I literally made more money than my 9 to 5 for the entire year after I started. I quit my job a year in and a whole nother year sold just digital products, y'all, and made more income than I've ever made at any job, right? So it can be done. You just have to be willing to invest in yourself. Y'all, number one problem is a lot of y'all lazy, and a lot of y'all always want to act like y'all y'all broke. And if you keep saying you broke, guess what? You gonna be broke forever. I'm just saying. Stop saying that. Even if you is, quit saying you broke. I'm telling you, the power of the tongue is powerful. Stop saying that. You know what I mean? Start speaking positive things and saying positive things, and eventually your brain is gonna think that you're gonna start acting like that. The next thing you know, you are that. So stop saying that. And a lot of y'all just cheat. Y'all don't wanna invest in yourself. Y'all wanna be like, no, no, I'm not doing it. Well, stay exactly where you at, right? Stay exactly where you at in the same position. Hey Juju, happy Wednesday. So yeah, I don't convince people, y'all. I ain't chasing nobody. I ain't convincing you. Like, I'll have a conversation. I'll talk to you. I'll tell you what da 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 da. But I am not chasing. I am not convincing, because your content and your work should do the talking. It's that simple. I come on here just to give tips, tricks, try to come up with different topics. I try to use what people ask me if I remember to do the live, so that way I'm kind of answering the questions from my audience. But this is not hard, y'all. There are people in their 60s, 70s doing this, making good money. And you know their asses ain't tech savvy. Baby, I'm barely tech savvy with the way this shit going. Like, I'm just saying, like, I always thought I was like this. Baby, all this new stuff on the scene, my kids be teaching me stuff. I'm like, what? When they start doing that? Like, that's how you know, you know. Cause you be thinking like, oh yeah, we the people who got it. We the ones who got. Baby, my kids be like, they be coming with some stuff. I'm like, when they start doing that? Like, but I refuse to be left behind when it comes to this tech world, baby. I'm gonna be on it. You ain't about to catch me slipping. So yeah, y'all, don't be lazy with your own future. Don't be cheap with your own future. I literally, like I said, started with a $500 course, and eventually invested in a coach, in a mentor, and paid thousands, y'all. I paid thousands to invest in my own coach, which is the reason why I've transitioned to coaching, right? So you cannot stay stagnant. You cannot think, oh, da 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 this. And a lot of y'all have products. Y'all say y'all gonna do this, y'all gonna do that, and then when y'all get started, y'all be stuck trying to figure out why you ain't making no sales. That's where coaches come in at, to help you. I'm just saying, because some people can do it, some people can't. So yeah, let me know if there's any last minute questions, y'all. Um, how long I've been on here? 27 minutes. 27 minutes. That's good. That's almost 30 minutes, right? But yeah, just don't be cheap. Invest in yourself. It's not hard, y'all. You can start with UBC if you're brand new. If you have a product and you have an offer and you want to learn how to sell it, you want to scale. Maybe you already know how to sell it. You've made money, but now your sales have slowed. Y'all, I have a coaching program. It's linked in my bio. All you have to do is apply, book a call, talk to me. That's it. That's it. Talk to me. Y'all are so weird in the comments. So weird. You look taller than average. How you know? Sit down. Also, y'all see how quick I get people up out of here, baby? I don't play. Like, you don't even know you've been banished. Try it if you want to. I'm a coach, a business coach. I started out selling digital products though, as a beginner 2 years ago. Selling somebody else's course, made money, quit my job, and now I am a business coach. I teach people how to do it, how to make the income. That's what I do. So yep, y'all. Just get started. I have UBC linked in my bio for people who new, people who don't have a product. You don't want to spend hours, days, weeks trying to create one. Grab UBC, y'all. It's a branding marketing program that's going to teach you how to make money. Every time you resell it, you make $424. You earn 85% commission. The course itself is $499. It's worth every penny. Join the course. Do it on use payment plans if you have to. That's what I did when I started as a beginner. I used payment plans. You have Affirm, you have Klarna, you have Afterpay, you got Sezzle, you got Zip, you got PayPal, you got all these resources, y'all. I was talking to somebody on a coaching call recently, and we got all these resources, especially in the US, but y'all still lazy and cheap. I don't understand it. Y'all do realize a lot of people in other countries don't have PayPal, Affirm, Sezzle, Zip, and all this shit that we have to do things. And if you smart, you would know that's an investment up front. You're paying less to get access. And if you're really serious about doing the work and working with somebody like me, you're gonna make the money back. Right? A lot of people make it back before they even pay it off. You just have to be willing to start and not be so cheap. Because where did that come from? That's why. And what do that have to do with what I'm talking about? That's why. Like, you would be surprised when we on these lives, stuff be going left. He's saying I look taller than average. First of all, I'm sitting down. And how can you tell? When saying dumb stuff, that's why. Because what does that have to do about I'm on here teaching y'all how to start making money with digital products or coaching or learn how to do this, and you talking about I look taller than average. You ain't said hi. You ain't said how you doing. You ain't said nothing. That was your first comment. That's why you got blocked. That's why. I mean, it's obvious. Me and I sell car batteries. I have a shop, and now I'm looking to expand to open other stores, but I'm having trouble finding people to work. Right, because people lazy. People lazy, but a lot of people are making their money online too, and you got a physical business. Nothing wrong with it, but you know what I mean. A lot of people making their money online. You know, I can work from my phone. I can work from anywhere, y'all. That's the beauty of digital marketing. You don't have to be tied to somebody's job, somebody's desk. I literally make money from my phone. I can be outside right now. When I get off here, I'm about to go. I can be out spending money that I don't want to spend and make a sale from content that I posted months ago, right? That's the beauty of digital marketing. You can be on vacation, your business is not going to stop. Your content is a 24/7 sales system. People see your content at any time of the day, all over the world, not just the US. That's the beauty of digital marketing. It really does give you your freedom back if you put in the work, right? And actually start. Yeah, it's hard to find good people and honest people. That's true. Yeah, most of my marketing is off my phone. Also, even finding partners is hard. Right. Yeah, that's true. It's just hard to find good people who want to work, y'all. Especially when it comes to like working for somebody. That's the thing, y'all. I ain't working for nobody if I can help it. I don't like to say never, but digital products allowed me to quit my 9 to 5. Like, my whole goal was to get out of corporate America and being under somebody. I don't want to be told when I need to come to work. I don't need you telling me when I need to go eat. I don't need you doing none of that shit. So guess what? I found a way out. Y'all, I literally used to work for the bank. I hated it. It was mentally and emotionally draining. I documented my entire journey on this channel before I even discovered digital products. I used to come on here and complain about I hated my job and it wasn't paying me enough. And you know what I could have did? I could have sat there and waddled in my own misery, but I didn't. I went online trying to find another way to make money. That's how I even found out about digital products. I found out about it and I did my own research and I bought a $500 course from a complete stranger on the internet. That exact course turned out to be the exact course that made me 10,000 my second month as a beginner. And no, I didn't jump up and quit my job like most of y'all would have did. Y'all have been like, "Oh, I'm out." I worked for a whole nother year, miserable and all. But every month I made more money selling digital products. It allowed me to pay off 20K in debt and save faster because I still worked. And then eventually I quit. I quit my 9 to 5 March of 2025 and have not looked back. I just hit a year last month being 9 to 5 free. And y'all, there's no other feeling in the world to be able to create your own schedule and go about your day as you please. To this day, I'm not used to it. I get up in the morning. I still get up early, y'all, because I do other things. Like, I day trade sometimes. But I still get up early because I got shit to do. But it's on my time. It's on my schedule, right? And there's no better feeling in the world to not be stuck in somebody's freaking job for 8 to 12 hours a day, being told what to do. And then as soon as you ask for your vacation, you deny it. Like, no. No, I don't have employees. Just me. Don't plan on having none. Just me. That's the thing about digital marketing, y'all. It can be just you. You don't need employees. You don't need none of that. That's less headache I got to deal with. I am having a good day, Juju. Hopefully you are too. I own multiple daycares. And when I tell you, people don't care about shit because it ain't theirs. Exactly. That's not funny, but it's funny. And they don't. If they didn't work for it, they don't, y'all. That's the thing. When you go through the struggle, appreciate it, y'all. It's just going to make you appreciate it more. Even me, y'all, I went through it. In the beginning, I went through it recently when my business sales slowed down. And I had to figure out what I was going to do. Why they slowed. It wasn't that. It was just I was being tested, y'all. Being tested. And one thing about it, when you get back where you need to be, you're gonna appreciate it that much more because you had to work for it. You didn't. It wasn't just handed to you. But that's true. People don't appreciate shit, especially if it's handed to them and they ain't have to build it. They don't care. Don't care. But y'all, I am about to go in like the next couple minutes. Like I said, all the resources that I talk about are in my bio. UBC is there. If you want mentorship with UBC, I have a separate link. You'll see it. You can actually get mentorship where I help you for 30 days one on one to get started. If you just want to buy the course will teach you what you need to know. You can resell it, earn $400+ every time you sell it. And if you want to just work with me, you already have an offer and you're just trying to grow your business, y'all, I have mentorship. You can just book a call. But all the resources are linked in the bio. Trump cut my food stamp. Look, we ain't even finna talk about him on this channel. He banned from over here. What he didn't do. What he didn't do. I ain't vote for him. I'm just saying, I voted for the lady. It is what it is. But yeah, y'all gonna they gonna learn. Even the people who voted for him regret it now. No, y'all picked his ass. Deal with it. I'm good. But yep, y'all. Last call for questions. Let me know. Let me know. Like I said, we're on here talking about online income, walking away from corporate America, building your own business, being able to work from your phone. That's what we're talking about. Not politics. This ain't a politic channel. Okay? Okay. But yep, y'all. Last call for questions. Like I said, if you need to utilize payment plans, utilize payment plans. Nice talking to you too. I don't know how to say your name. That's why I haven't said it. Name. I think name. But yep. Links are in bio, y'all. If y'all got questions outside of the live, y'all, best place to reach me, Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. It's linked in bio too. Use that link so that way you follow the right page. Follow me over there. Send me a DM if y'all got questions. Yes, Juju, watch the replay. If y'all come in and y'all see this live later today or later during the week or next month, put replay in the comments, y'all. Let me know y'all watch the replay. Let me know. Zane, thank you about your bundle. I'll be in touch. Scared money don't make no money. Exactly, sis. Scared money don't make no money. Y'all better stop letting fear stop y'all. And listen, at the end of the day, it don't matter what you do online. People gonna talk about you regardless. You can come on here looking good. They're gonna have something to say. They're gonna find something about you to say. It doesn't matter. So scared money don't make money. Do what you gonna do. You ain't gotta see these people not a day in your life. And it's easier said than done, but you build up that by doing, not just sitting back in the cuts, waiting on something magical to happen, right? But exactly. It's actually not hard. Six figures ain't hard. But if you'd have asked me that 2 years ago, I would have thought so. But it's not, y'all. And when you start surrounding yourself with people who are making certain income levels and hitting certain goals, then you realize it's not hard, y'all. It's not hard. When I hear money now, like when I used to hear certain amounts of money, I used to think, oh, that's a lot of money. Now when I hear certain shit, I'm like, oh, that ain't no money. What? I'll spend that shit. All it high as these bills is, like what? But that just shows like when you start growing and stop surrounding yourself with small-minded people. I told somebody in my family that I was gonna be a millionaire. She looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, do you realize that ain't a lot? Like it's a lot, but it's not a lot. Just think about it. Like it's not a lot. I made six figures in a year with digital products as a brand new person when I first started. You see what I'm saying? And I worked my whole life at 9 to 5s, and none of my 9 to 5s paid me six figures in a year. You know what I mean? So it's really not. So you just got to surround yourself with the right people. If you don't, you're going to keep that small mindset. And that's what a lot of people have. That's why they'll never invest in themselves. They'll never start. They think everything a damn scam. If you go through life thinking everything a scam, you gonna be the only scam. Because if you out there depending on that 9 to 5 only, y'all do realize the only scam is the 9 to 5. Think about it. The only true scam is the 9 to 5. It's corporate America. You are working at a job where the people above you are getting paid thousands, billions, millions, and you getting paid a fraction of that. And guess what? You're the reason the business is running. You on the front line, but you get paid the least. They don't give a shit about you. You are replaceable, and they will replace your ass the minute you mess up or do something they don't like. That's the only scam. But when people see people online making money selling a digital product that actually solves somebody's problem, that's for them, it's a scam. That's crazy to me. But that's a mindset thing, y'all. That's a whole nother subject for a different day. Honestly, a different day. That's mindset. And a lot of the times, mindset is the reason why people stay stuck. But I am fixing to go, y'all, for real this time. So yeah, change your mindset. If you don't do that, you never gonna get where you gotta be. That's the first step. That's the first step. What I make the E sound. The E. The I makes the E sound. Naeem. I think I got it. Naeem. No, I'm talking about in childcare field. I made 7 figures, but it's hard keep. Right, yeah, right. That's good. It's hard keeping good people. Exactly. I agree with that. Yes, thank you for being here. But y'all, I'm about to go. Like I said, if y'all need me, have questions, DM me on Instagram. If you want to get started, click the link in bio. All my links are there. Mentorship, UBC with mentorship. It's up to you, y'all. Don't stay stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Because what is that? I think we all know what that is. Insanity, right? Insanity. But y'all, I'm gonna leave on that note. Yeah, same. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I'm gonna try to go live again tomorrow. Bye, everybody. For people engage, thank y'all for engaging and acting like y'all got sense in the chat. The people who didn't got the boot. No, let me stop. But thank y'all. I'll see y'all in the next live.